час будемо починати. Так, ну що, йдемо починати. Зараз перевіримо, чи все працює. Відео, звук, чи... Ну, стрім працює хорошо. Да, бачу, все працює хорошо. Ну що ж, hello everyone. Всім привіт. Продовжуємо грати Genshin Impact на PlayStation 4. Це третя часть Сумеру. Тобто ми граємо сюжет Сумеру. Це у нас третя часть. Так, ну як і обіцяв. Що сьогодні буде стрім, і стрім сьогодні, як то каже, продовжується. Тільки вже на другу тематику. На тематику під названням сюжет. Так, ну як завжди, ми продовжуємо з того місця, де ми зупинилися в прошлій, другій часті. Так, беремо сюжет. Бо нам треба срочно відкрити вже дитячу сказку. Це вона? Ні. А де сказка? А, вона ще ж не розблокувалась, точно. Так, сквозь дым и темные леса. Безмолвная искательница знаний. 83 смоли. Тоді має на боса ще підемо. Ой, я до кузнеця забув зайти. Ну ладно, тоді зайдемо. Потім. Так, нам сюди бачу. Ми там і не закінчили, виходить, з Тігнарі і колеї. Ми відносили їду тій жінці зеленоволосій. Я не пам'ятаю, як її звати.
Think about it, Tainari. Refusing to join is tantamount to burying your head in the sand. I understand that you're a forest watcher, and that it's your duty to combat the effects of withering zones. But isn't it evident that such work is not a lasting solution to the problem? As Sage Kage clearly stated, your presence and guidance in Sumeru City is pivotal in finding a cure for Irminsul. How could you possibly refuse?
Keep your emotions in check, Ghulam. Let's at least listen to Tainari's reason for declining. We're here to invite him to the Academia, not to cause a scene.
Sage Kage, I am truly honored that you came here in person, but I'm afraid I must still decline your invitation. I am merely a forest watcher. How could the great minds of the Haravatat have any need of someone like me?
Well, it turns out that your refusal letter had some implications on your master's reputation. He is a renowned sage of the Immorta, after all. So now I've come here in his stead.
I see. Huh. And I figured that given his temper, he would come here and berate me personally.
Tainari, your master is an integral part of this effort, and now he requires your assistance.
And what exactly does my master need of me, Sage Kage?
You'll know once you've arrived in Sumeru City, that is.
And how long will I be required to stay?
There's no definite answer as of now.
Do you mean to tell me that despite coming all the way here to Gandharvaville, you still can't answer the questions I laid out in the letter to my master? If that's the case, then I'm afraid I cannot give you a definite answer either.
Tainari, but you...
So be it. Come, Ghulam, we're leaving.
Tainari, what was that all about?
It's nothing. Some people from the Academia wanted me to go to Sumeru City to assist them with a project, but I had to refuse on account of all my responsibilities here. But all that can wait. How did things go with Hypatia?
It was quite the eventful trip, but the main thing is that she's safe and sound. She answered a bunch of questions for us, too.
Very good. Now that the Traveler has made a full recovery, there shouldn't be any reason for you to tarry here longer. I assume you will be heading to Sumeru City, correct?
That's right! We want to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali and ask her for advice. Do you have any idea on how we can find her?
Sorry. I'm afraid I don't have any advice for you there.
Well, do you at least know anyone we can try asking in Sumeru City?
Let me think. My trips to Sumeru City have been fairly short, and most of my acquaintances are researchers. How about this? I'll write you a letter of introduction that you can give to a researcher I know. He's from the Immorta Darshan and is adept at gathering information. Asking him might prove worthwhile.
Immorta.
Also, when you enter Sumeru City, you'll probably end up receiving something like this item here. I'm not sure if it will ever come in handy for you, but maybe you can give it a try.
Oh? What is it?
It's called an Akasha Terminal. It's a tool produced by the Academia that utilizes the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Some say that this very item is the basis of Sumeru's reputation as the City of Wisdom. Needless to say, this device and its usage fall under the Academia's expertise. So...
Great! Next up, Sumeru City! But wait, before that...
Потрібно сказати колеї до побачення.
That's right! better now?
Yes, she's doing much better. After being confined to her bed all this time, I thought a little walk would do her some good. Last I saw her, she was taking the path towards the North Crossing. She knew you two would be leaving soon, so she must have wanted to see you off.
Thanks, Tainari. All right, let's go!
Farewell, and good luck to you both.
Да, до побачення, Тигнарі. Да, коли нас чекає.
I've been waiting for you two. Never mind. I guess I should just wish you two a safe and successful journey.
Thanks for waiting here just to see us off, Kale. We're headed to Sumeru City.
Да, береги себя.
Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself. My condition won't be getting in the way of my duties. I want to be a forest ranger after all. It's up to me and the others to protect the rainforest here. And, I'm sorry. I should have told you both about my condition when we first met. I just wanted you two to treat me as a normal friend, not some girl that needs your sympathy. But I guess now I understand that the most important thing is for friends to be genuine with one another.
There's no need to apologize, Kale. We should be thanking you for trusting us enough to be your friends and sharing your past with us. We're probably still gonna worry about your condition, but that's because we're friends and we care about you.
Thank you. That means a lot. Before you leave, I have something for you.
Oh? What is it?
It's my recipe for pita pockets. I told you that I'd give you a copy, remember? My handwriting is a little, messy, so please don't laugh.
Yay! Thanks, Kale. Now we can eat those scrumptious little pitas whenever and wherever we like.
I hope that whenever you eat them, you'll both remember your time here in Gandharvaville. Well then, I, trainee Forest Ranger Kale, bid you both farewell. Please visit Gandharvaville again. The Rangers will always be ready to assist you here.
О, 30 камушків. Отправляйтесь в город Сумеру. Так, що там далеко? Ні, тут близько. Добре, що я вже там був. Які це в першій часті стріма ми були там. Исследовали и активировали точки телепортации. Тебе я за цю Йомію не хочу б'яти. Там навіть дружби не дають. Ні, дружби не дають. Мора, карточки, руда. Да. Так, Йомія, до свидания. Свою любимицю верну. Кицяшку. Кицину.
Something's come up?
Обожаю її. Так, ну що ж, пішли далі. А то нас там зачекались уже. Да, у всіх на вухах ця штука, які там.
City! We finally made it! Oh, did you see that? When those people entered the city, something on their heads lit up.
Не на головах, а на вусі.
What
One moment, please, you two. It appears this is your first time visiting Sumeru City.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But how did you know that?
Because there's currently no information on either of you in the Akasha. But no need to worry, that won't prevent you from entering the city. In fact, the Academia conveniently provides each traveler to Sumeru City with a device. Perhaps you two have heard of the Akasha before. It's our beloved Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's lasting legacy, a treasure trove of collected knowledge. After centuries of tireless research on the Akasha, the Academia created one of its most ingenious inventions, the Akasha Terminal. As long as you are within Sumeru's borders, you may use an Akasha Terminal to connect directly to the Akasha and access any knowledge you need. I should mention that due to technical limitations, the operation of Akasha terminals will be much smoother and more effective in large cities such as Sumeru City and Port Ormos.
Oh, so this is the thing that Tainari was telling us about. It sounds pretty amazing.
You two are quite fortunate. Until recently, it was standard practice to only issue Akasha terminals to outlanders who spent an extended amount of time in Sumeru. However, this policy was recently changed, and now all travelers are issued one upon arrival. Here are your Akasha terminals. Please handle them with care.
It kinda looks like a leaf.
Я вже здоровий. Може там листок нарисований, але штукенця здорова.
To activate it, simply hold it in your hand and say the following phrase to yourself. May the mighty God bless us with their voice of wisdom.
Oh, says this little doodad lets you access knowledge. Maybe we can use it to find a way to meet Lesser Lord Kusanagi. Let's give it a try. May the mighty God bless us with their voice of wisdom.
Да услышу я голос божественной мудрости. А устройство ми куди? В карман поставили? Вже то не близько стоять. А тут показує, що вони далеко. Ну, далі. Так, я не прочитав.
Exactly. That is the power of the Akasha. And with that, let me officially welcome you both to Sumeru City. May the wisdom of the Dendro Archon always be your guide.
Okay, now that we're in, we can check the Akasha about Lesser Lord Kusanagi. Let Paimon try. 500 years ago, the sages found a newly born deity from within some scorched ruins. The deity now resides in the sanctuary of Suristana. Seems pretty similar to what Kali was telling us. Okay, next, let's concentrate on asking how to meet her. Paimon doesn't sense anything. The Akasha didn't respond to Paimon's question.
У меня то же самое.
Oh, come on! Focusing on this question feels like when you have something you're trying to remember and it's on the tip of your tongue, but you just can't think of it. Paimon's brain is exhausted.
Я попробую спросить Акашу о другом. Возможно, информацию о малой властительнице Кусанари можно получить обходними путями. Ну, про брата перше, наверно.
Oh, smart idea. But what are you going to ask it?
Так, варианты 3. Почему Акаша не ответила на вопрос? Малая властительница Кусанали. Великая властительница. Ну, почти точно ні. А що це? Мені придеться читати, я не можу. Ах, ну да, наша ж путешественниця німа, вона ж не вміє говорити. Я думаю, це всі і так знають. Так, в сознании возникает множество светящихся точек. Нужно время, чтобы все проанализировать и понять, что это такое. Еще я чувствую любовь, тоску, ностальгию, грусть, беспокойство. Предположительно, это все чувства, которые жители Сумеру испытывают по отношению к Дендру-Архонту.
Paimon's getting all teary-eyed all of a sudden. It feels like the people of Sumeru really missed their Archon.
Ми ще тут довго стояти перед входом. Почему Акаша не ответила на вопрос? Малые. Ну да, малые уже. Продолжаем. В моем сознании появилось несколько новых представлений, но в целом немного больше того, что было известно ранее.
You too? Well, glad it's not just Paimon.
Боже, ну тут не важно, що брати, на всі придеться відповідати. Да, Мисаки зараз думає, а я читаю. Есть смутное ощущение, что Акаша дает ответы далеко не на все вопросы. Даже если задать один и тот же вопрос, Акаша даст ответ, который будет соответствовать статусу, возрасту и опыту вопрошающего.
Could it be because we're Outlanders and we've only just arrived in Sumeru? You know, maybe we're not qualified to receive an answer to this sort of question or something.
Та ти що, ви догадались до такої умної мислі?
Well, seems no matter which way we try, we can't find anything that'll lead us to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Guess our only choice now is to try meeting with the researcher that Tainari recommended.
Ну, з однієї сторони, ж логічно, вони лише тут прийшли перший раз. Чого ми повинні, як сказати, система ця Акаші повинна всю інформацію давати їм. Якби з однієї сторони, логічно, що не повинна, не обов'язана. Общі, як би сказати, тільки общу інформацію може дати і все.
He's from Sumeru and even has a position in the academia. Maybe he'll be able to access more info from the Akasha. Let's see. Tainari wrote an address on the letter's envelope. Oh, it's not far from the city's gate. Let's head over and have a look. Hopefully he's at home.
Із тих персонажів, якого показували в анонсі, перший варіант, на кого можна подумати, це, напевно, той серебристий нас зустріне. Ну, це я догадку говорю. Ну, можливо, я ошибаюсь. Так, десь сюди.
Hello, are you Rohawi?
Походу, я ошибся.
Yes, that's me. Can I help you?
Great! You see,
What? Tainari? Please, there's no need to say anything, really. Sure, I admit that the article I published last month wasn't my best work, and maybe the data didn't produce the most convincing results, but...
Похоже, возникло недопонимание. Мы здесь не для того, чтобы обсуждать академические вопросы.
Here, this is a letter from Tainari.
Oh, let me see. Oh, ooh, what a relief. You two nearly scared the life out of me. So, seems even Tainari acknowledges my innate ability for procuring information. So, what is it you two would like to know?
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know a way we can do that?
You mean you want to meet the Dendro Archon herself? This isn't exactly my area of expertise, but let me see what I can find in the Akasha.
Він теж, наверное, нічого не знає.
Sorry, the Akasha didn't respond to my query.
What? You too? But what about your abilities for getting information and all that? Paimon was sure you'd be able to access more info than we did.
Well, as I said, this isn't my area of expertise. I am but a lowly researcher, so the Akasha doesn't see a need for me to know more about the Dendro Archon. All I know is that ever since Lesser Lord Kusanali returned to Summeru, she's never left the sanctuary of Surasthana or made a public appearance.
Huh. Didn't expect her to be such a mysterious figure.
The Dendro Archon is somewhat of a recluse. Perhaps she just doesn't want to entertain visitors, which would explain the lack of information in the Akasha. No need to worry just yet. I'm only hypothesizing here. You could certainly try asking around and see if anyone else has ideas.
Ну, тепер ти направиш на сервері того пацана. Я не знаю сюжету, я так свої предположення говорю.
And besides, you two should consider the bright side of things. Not being able to see Lesser Lord Kusanali may not be a bad thing. In this world, there will always be information you cannot obtain from the Akasha, and things you can never accomplish. Knowing when to yield is a form of wisdom. Take me, for example. It's a miracle if my brain cells can spit out one paper every 3 years. But Tainari? That guy can publish 3 papers in just a single year.
Раз в 3 года, а Тигнари 3 в год.
Okay. Thanks for your advice.
Don't mention it. If you two ever want information about things like who's been promoted within the academia or relations between the 6 great sages, come find me.
Так, это и есть твоя область знаний.
Hey, come on! This is a survival skill at the academia.
Oh, Paimon's expectations were pretty low, but this is so low, it's like digging holes in the dirt. So what do we do now? Even if we want to talk to someone, we don't know anybody here.
На самом деле, есть еще один знакомый.
Huh? Like who?
К звездам и к безднам, Катерина.
Oh, you're right! Catherine! The Adventurers Guild has its own intel network. Let's hurry and find her.
Угу, А оказывается, та сама Катерина. Отправляйтесь в гильдию. Нема сундучка тут. Походу нема.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Hello, traveler in Paimon.
Ну да, вона каже путешественниця і Паймен. Ну, розробники підписали ім'я моє. Яке я написав.
Catherine, we need your help with something.
Understood. The Adventurers Guild is always ready to serve you. With what do you require assistance?
Ну да, дайте що скажу. Ми що спитаємо про цю малу Дендо Хон, що вона скаже. А я теж не знаю ніфіга. Коротше, в мене немає інформації. Щось подобне скажу.
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know a way we can do that?
Нет, мне это неизвестно.
You two wish to meet with Sumeru's Archon. Understood. Please wait. I apologize, but I am unable to call up any relevant information in the Akasha. I'm also unable to locate any pertinent information in my personal memory.
Ну, почти то саме, що я і сказав. Тільки вона сказала точніше, то, що і той сказав. Нет інформації от Акаші.
Another dead end. Well, if Catherine can't help us, then we really don't know anyone else to ask now.
Please do not worry. I may know of someone who can help you two. In Sumeru, the Adventurers Guild does not serve as the vanguard of information. Rather, there are numerous active mercenary groups collectively known as the Eremites. They take on various contracts and work all across Sumeru, so they naturally accrue intelligence. An Eremite brigade called the Corps of 30 is in charge of Sumeru City's defenses. Not only are they the oldest brigade, but they are responsible for managing and coordinating the affairs of all other mercenary brigades.
Corps of 30? What a weird name.
Supposedly, they are named as such because their ranks numbered 30 at their inception. Asfand, an advisor with the Corps of 30, maintains good relations with the Adventurers Guild. Though he's already retired, he and his words carry great weight within mercenary circles. If you'd like to get in contact with him, you can find him at the Corps of 30's headquarters, the Citadel of Rexar.
Thank you, Katerina.
You're welcome. I wish you two the best of luck. We look forward to your exploits in Sumeru.
Ну,
Off to the Citadel of Rexar we go!
ну я надіюся, вже вона направила нас до того серебристого пацана. Ну, це догадка, звісно. Так, а мені до кузнеця треба на секундочку. Забувся забрати. Так, а де це у нас буде? О, алхімія. Працює тут. Так, що на боса треба піти. На чудну беремо. Ну да, якраз. О, роза тут росте, добре. Чекай, це не роза. Пхадісара. Щось на розу похоже. Чекай, 50 метрів. А, це близько. Можливо, ще й всередину зайти.
Welcome. The Adventurers Guild told me to expect you two.
It's nice to meet you, Asfand. We'd like to ask you about something.
I see. So, Catherine's the one who sent you this way. Ha! It's true that the Eremites' network is vast, but even I can't help you meet the Dendro Archon.
Wait, seriously? That's it?
Afraid so. The Eremites aren't terribly religious, so we don't know much about divinities. As far as the Akasha goes, we can access even less than you. We originally came from the desert. The gods there died off long ago. Since those days, we've used our own two hands to carve out a living. We don't beg gods for their aid. It isn't just us, though. If you ask me, I think most in Sumeru aren't interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Oh? Why's that?
Just take the Academia, for example. They're the ones who truly rule Sumeru. Although they believe in gods, most of them only care for the late Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. In their eyes, she was the one who founded Sumeru and gifted us with the Akasha. Lesser Lord Kusanali just happened to inherit her legacy. Because of the Academia's influence, most citizens are more familiar with Greater Lord Rukkhadevata and hold her in greater esteem. Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali never makes an appearance, and the Academia never announces anything about her. As far as the people of Sumeru are concerned, she's just a god that exists. And that's all.
Really? Aw. After hearing all of that, Paimon sort of feels bad for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Ha! But who knows? We're all just guessing when it comes down to it. Besides, I'm sure the God of Wisdom doesn't worry about her reputation among people like us.
All right. Well, thanks for the info, Asfand.
No problem. Always happy to help out the Adventurers Guild.
Да, все-таки це знову це якийсь дядько старий. Уже 2 рази ошибся я. Куди нас кидай?
Seems Asfand was right about most people's attitudes here.
А що загрузка була? Ми ж тут наче на місці були.
Not only are they not interested in the Dendro Archon, they even say stuff like, if the Akasha doesn't think I should know, then I don't need to know about it. We've been asking for information non-stop ever since we got to Sumeru. But the harder we try, the more helpless everything seems. Isn't there at least one person in this entire city who cares about Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Oh, you two are interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh? Who are you?
From the sound of it, you two are Outlanders who recently arrived here. You've been asking around for information on Lesser Lord Kusanali, right? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Dunyarzad, one of Lesser Lord Kusanali's faithful followers.
Меня зовут Dunyarzada. Ну, попридумали імена, конечно. Піздець. Ну, гарно, конечно. Dunyarzada. Dunyarzada. Мені не подобається.
Whoa, really? Then Do you know how we can meet with her?
I'm afraid I can't help you with that. But your conversation earlier did happen to remind me of a legend about the Dendro Archon. Sure. It goes like this. Long, long ago, there was a man who heard a prophecy. It predicted that a great calamity was about to befall him. Panicked by what he heard, the man sought out the Dendro Archon in hopes that she would bless him with the wisdom to help him escape his predicament. The man journeyed across deserts and through rainforests and experienced tribulations of every kind. However, he still couldn't find any trace of the Dendro Archon. In despair, he thought, alas, the Archon has abandoned me. He then had no choice but to sorrowfully resign to his fate.
Okay, and then what happened?
And then, the calamity came. But to his own surprise, the man felt somehow emboldened by the trials of his journey. By relying on his own strength, he managed to overcome the adversity. At that moment, a bird perched upon his shoulder. This bird was, in fact, an avatar of the Dendro Archon. She said, "O Archon Seeker, do you now understand? She and her wisdom have long been found by you. Along your journey, we were in every flower and blade of grass, every ray of sparkling sun, and every breath of dancing wind. So long as you continue to think and ponder, we'll be wherever you go."
Yeah, thanks for the story! Paimon feels all warm and fuzzy inside after that.
In a way. It seems like this story is also one of the Dendro Archon's avatars.
Dunyarzad, since you worship Lesser Lord Kusanali, can you tell us anything else about her?
Of course. So did you two know that, I'm terribly sorry, but it seems something's come up now. Let's chat another day.
Hey, wait! What the heck just happened? It looks like they're searching for someone. Dunyarzad was acting super nervous just now. You think they're looking for her? This stinks! We finally managed to find a lead about Lesser Lord Kusanali! We can't let them get in the way now! Let's see if we can get rid of them. Then we can catch up with Dunyarzad!
Hey, have you two seen a brown-haired girl wearing a purple top and a long blue dress? We're looking for her.
Did she have bandages wrapped around her wrists?
Yes, that's her. Did you see which direction she went?
Yeah, she went that way.
Quick, after her!
That should keep him busy for a while. Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad.
Ах, начинаются проблемы. Ой. Чекай, там 20к я не забрав. Не бачу. Мене що не світиться. Так, скільки в мене їх є? Новий рецепт. Треба піти на кухню. Так, Падісара, 6 штук. 3 було, 3 підібрав. Так, а де роза сумерська? Гриби. А, все, сумерська і роза, 58 штук. Я надіюсь, це для Нілу треба большу. Падісара тоді збирати довго прийдеться. Дуже довго. Блюдо я не почитав. Особе блюдо Юемии. В небе взрываются фейерверки. У вас полные руки лакомств, который дала Юемия. Весело звенит ее беззаботный смех. В этом уникальном симфонии звуку вам кажется, что толстенькая золотая рыбка, которую вы держите, вот-вот уплывет. Це вона типа із трьохцветного дану зробила типа рибку, що? Чи типа зажарила рибку і наколола палички їм кожну рибку. Типа там 3 рибки, чи що? Щось типа того. Так, клюв короля плесников, пернатые плесники. А, це з плесником ми сражалися, то з нього деталька випала. Так, що там в мене? 5 штук корон в мене, да? Ну, ще одну ми зробимо. Так, артефакти. Треба трошки зайнятися другий раз. Кольцо Хакусін. Да, сохранило. Так, а що у нас тут? Архав. Секура. Ласточка. Какая ласточка. Так, когда увеличилась численность сумерских птиц, работа стала легче, но вероятность возвращения домой стала еще ниже. Сумерские птицы используются для отправки писем. Это наши важные товарищи, выполняющие работу почтовых ласточек. Хотя время, уходящее на то, чтобы носиться туда-сюда, уменьшилось, но зато время нахождения в городе увеличилось. Я родом из деревни две буквы Аару. Небольшого поселения в пустыне. Да, в пустыне ще нема. Ну, буде, вроде как добавят. Как же хочу вернуться в Аару. Я уже так давно не видела Кандакию. При следующей встрече я обязательно должен с ней побольше поговорить. Опечатка. Неправильный перевод. При следующей встрече я обязательно должна с ней подольше поговорить. Ти ж говориш від своєї, личности. Ты личность, ты женщина, значит, должна казати должна. Типа я должна. Це пацан должен говорити, що типа я должен. Ошибка. О жизни в городе, о сказаниях тропического леса, о Пармчамдаре, Рокшахе, ну и слова тяжелі. Бен, ну хватит же расспрашивать и расскажи мне о... Это такой важный и солидный, хоть и самый молодой, Пармчамдар бригады 30. А еще говорят, он родом из тропического леса, а не из пустыни. Видишь ли, среди пустынников были очень мало выходцев из тропического леса, и они уже никак не могли занять должность Пармчамдара. Но он очень крут. Мало того, что он нашел общий язык с братьями и с сестрами из пустыни, он также установил тесную связь с учеными из Академии. Возможно, слухи о том, что он когда-то был ученым, тоже правдивы. Щось трошки багато розговору було. Рук, шах. Ой, не хочу ні з ким говорити. Так, ну казали, що вроді задання города відкриється. А задання города відкриється після проходження сюжету. Я ще ж не пройшов сюжет. Ну да, не пройшов, нема. Ну нічого, пройдемо вже на тіндіві точно. Так, далеко 55 метрів, значить це близько. Так, а де тут кухня? Кухня. Нема тут. Дед, що продаєш? Так, дед продає фрукти. 2400 персики продає. Так, 2400. А рис і м'ясо креветок теж в нього є. Угу. Чекай, це не ті чуваки. Так, ну нам сюди десь. О, вона ховається.
Oh, it's you two. Oh, you startled me there.
Ну, далі будемо розпитувати, чого ти тікаєш.
You can relax now. We threw those people looking for you off the trail.
Really? Thank you so much. Unfortunately, I believe there's still more of them out there looking for me. Uh-oh, looks like there's some coming this way.
Huh? More of them? Then what are we standing here for? Run!
No, wait, my body isn't in the best shape. It's difficult for me to run. Okay, sounds good. There's a tavern on the other side of the port we can go to. They probably wouldn't expect me to hide in a place like that.
All right, let's move out. Stay behind us. We'll keep an eye out for anyone looking for you.
В таверну йдемо, да? Йдемо в таверну.
We made it. Oh, they shouldn't be able to find us now. Wait, stand down, Dia.
А от перший персонаж об'явився з ролика. Із тих персонажів, кого анонсували, хто буде в ігрі. Слухи кажуть, що нам буде 4. Ну, було б хорошо, якби вона була 5, але поки точно даних нема. Ладно, читаємо. А це на мені, ну це мені догадки. Це на її подруга. Перший варіант, а другий варіант слуга її. Ну ладно, читаємо. Паймон рот трохи прикрий.
My lady, who are these two?
They're travelers that I met on the street just a moment ago. They happened to notice that you were all searching for me, so they helped me hide.
I see. In that case, you two should scram. There's nothing here for you.
Якісь неї забавні глаза. Фіолетові і там щось. Неї глаза часи, що?
Wait a sec! Who the heck are you? And why are you shooing us away?
I'm Miss Dunyarzad's bodyguard, here to see that she returns home safe and sound.
Ну ладно, я думав, що я все. Телохранитель, третій варіант.
My lady, let's get going. You've been gone for so long that your parents are worrying themselves sick.
And if I refuse to go with you?
It'd be easier for the both of us if you cooperated. But if you insist on not going, then I'll have to carry you like a sack of potatoes.
Hey! Dunyarzad already said she doesn't want to go back. Why are you still pushing her?
Stay out of this. You don't understand the situation. Sorry, my lady. Even though I'm your bodyguard, your parents are my employers. I have to answer to them.
Да, в неї щось там очі на часи похоже. Римські в неї там цифри чи що? Прикольні в неї глазки.
How much?
Wait, what?
Да, прикольні глаза в неї.
How much more do I have to pay you to become your employer? So you never listen to my parents ever again. Double? A triple? Give me some time and I'll get that much.
My lady, this isn't about Mora. I don't know what you think of us Eremites, but let me say this. I like Mora, but I'll never go against my principles. That's why I'm here looking for you. Sure, it's an order from my employer, but my conscience was also telling me it's the right thing to do. And knowing your health, carelessly running around like this is gonna hurt ya. For the sake of those who love you, don't be stubborn.
No, you're wrong. I'm aware of my limits and I know what I'm doing. Honestly, the only people being stubborn right now are my parents. And I know perfectly well that it makes no difference if I'm at home or not. I still won't accept reality. And every time I bring this up, they just change the subject. Dia, you've been living with us a long time already. This should be old news to you. Dia, I know it hasn't been easy for Mother and Father, and I'm grateful for everything they've done for me. But there's someone else in this world I'm also grateful to. Because she saved me. The love I have for her is the same I have for my parents. This is my life and my last chance. So I want to do something meaningful.
My lady, are you sure what you're doing now is meaningful?
Yes, I'm sure. At least, it is to me.
Fine. I won't ask you to return home anymore. But let me make something very clear. I'm only doing this because I respect your determination, not because I agree with you.
Thank you, Dia. Sorry for being so rude just now. My nerves were acting up. And I even brought up your payment in such an offensive way.
Don't worry about it, my lady. I did say that I like Mora. Besides, that's our next topic of conversation. Today's little excursion caused such a ruckus that every single bodyguard at the estate was deployed. It wouldn't be easy to hide things from your old man. Since this definitely won't be your last escapade, here's a little tip. You should at least make it look like your room and things are still in order when you leave. Also, you'll need someone to cover you for when you're out and about. So, I'll let you hire me, my lady. This way, everyone wins. As for the pay, let's say half of what your father pays me. We can settle the bill when we return to the estate.
Okay, deal.
Yay! Looks like they've reached an understanding.
I'm fine, really. I just feel a little tired now that things have calmed down.
My lady, stop trying to look tough. We're already in a tavern, so let's rest up and grab some grub.
I'm sorry for worrying you two. If you don't mind, I'd like for you to join us.
Sure! After you rest up, we want to hear more about Lesser Lord Kusanali.
You just can't beat the atmosphere here. I went on my fair share of crazy adventures back in the day.
Ha! Well, if it isn't Dia. Haven't seen you in nearly half a year. Word on the street is that you're a bodyguard for the Homayani family now. Ha! Don't you find that kind of work boring?
Nah, you get used to it. How about a menu over here?
You got it. Huh? Isn't this little Miss Homayani herself? We don't get to serve personages like you very often. We'll be sure to prepare our very best.
Thank you, sir, but there's no need. I don't have a lot of Mora on me, and I really ought to save as much as I can. But please bring these two the best food you have. They're my new friends, so I want to be a good host for them.
Wait, we're paying for ourselves now? Aw, Paimon kinda wanted to try something fancy, but we aren't exactly loaded. Guess Paimon will settle for something ordinary.
Но наши возможности ограничены, так що давай закаємо що-небудь попроще. 10 лямів тобі це ограничені деньжата, а?
How about our coconut charcoal cakes? They're our signature snack, and they run cheap. Look, other customers over there are eating some now.
They look kind of burnt and dry. Paimon will pass.
Paimon такой не ест. Paimon нас прибирає в їжі. Paimon нас тільки кушает изысканные блюда. Приготовленные мисаки. Так, тот редкий случай, когда Paimon придирается к еде. Сказала Paimon, которая готовила блюдо из слизи слаймов. Тут редкий случай, когда Хіба Паймен готувала, вже то Паймен не готувала.
Hey, come on! Paimon has personal preferences too, you know. Dunyarzad, we asked a lot of people when we first arrived, and almost nobody was interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali. So, what made you want to follow her?
Well, remember when you asked me if I knew how to meet the Dendroarchon? Even though I don't know how, I think I've actually seen her before.
Huh? Really?
Yes, it was when I was a child. At the time, my illness had kept me bedridden for the better part of a year. I was stuck inside and couldn't make any friends, and my parents did their best to find treatments for me. But even then, the Akasha didn't have any helpful information. My younger self no longer had any hopes or dreams. One flare-up was so bad that I was in a semi-conscious state for several days. Then one night, I woke up alone in my room. I was terrified. My body was paralyzed. Even if I cried, there was no sound. At that moment, an ethereal voice spoke in my mind. Dunyarzad, don't be scared. You don't have to cry.
Dunyarzad, don't be scared. You don't have to cry.
Ну так, це той самий голос. Копія голоса, той, що з нами говорив, коли ми віддихали, віддихали на архіпелагі Золотого Яблука. Коли ми пройшли повністю відпуск там і вирішили проблеми всіх персонажів, вже як мали вже вертатися, то там наші друзі піром займались, якби їли, а путешественниця чула в голові оцей голос. Типа, ми ще зустрітимося, значок Дендро появився там і я многом ще поболтай. І знов цей голос.
Who are you? How do you know my name? How do I explain this? You might not be able to understand, but actually, I know everything about you.
Да, це він, це цей голос.
Really? Of course. I know that you're scared of thunder, that you hate taking medicine every morning, and that you love counting the petals on your mom's skirt. Wow, you really do know everything. Dunyarzad, is there anything you want? Want? Not really. I can't go anywhere or do anything. Huh? But aren't you a child? All children have wishes. Tell me what you want, and maybe I can make it happen. But can you make my illness go away? Oh. I'm sorry. But I'm not powerful enough to do that right now. Then, can you be my friend?
After that, the voice said, "Okay, I'll be your friend." Although my body was suffering during those days, that voice encouraged me and told me many wondrous things. Beyond my window was the flourishing Sumero city. Beyond the city was a lush rainforest. And beyond that was the wall of Samiel, deserts, and all of Teyvat. Once I finally made it through that bout of illness, I couldn't hear that voice anymore. I told my mother about it, but she said that I must have been dreaming. But I know that that voice wasn't a figment of my imagination. Before that, I had never heard of Teyvat.
Так, думаешь, голос, который ты слышала, это была малая властительница Кусанари?
Yes, for sure. If it weren't for that voice, I would have never grown curious about the outside world, nor would I have learned how to read and enjoy so many books. That voice sparked a desire for wisdom. It had to have been the Dendro Archon. I've been hoping for a chance to repay her kindness. In fact, I was running around today to help prepare the Sub-Zero's festival for her.
What's the Sub-Zero's festival?
It's Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday, which was the day that she was found by the sages. It's actually an old holiday that originally celebrated Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's birthday. When she passed away, the holiday eventually became a celebration of the Lesser Lord's birthday. I heard everyone was overjoyed when they welcomed her back to Sumero. In those days, the festival was a huge deal. But because of the Academia's influence, people have gradually lost interest in the festival. The Academia actively participates in Sumeru's many holidays dedicated to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But when it comes to the Sub-Zero's festival, forget any funding. They practically act like it doesn't exist. Maybe they see Lesser Lord Kusanali's birth as confirmation of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's death, so they're reluctant to celebrate it.
Aww, but that's awful.
It is. It's absolutely terrible. Sure, the Greater Lord founded Sumeru, but hasn't Lesser Lord Kusanali been the one quietly protecting us for the past few hundred years?
Just remember that we're still out in public. Don't get too carried away now.
I know that people over by the Grand Bazaar still hold the Sub-Zero's festival to this day, but I hadn't met any of them before, so I was never able to contribute. But recently, I made a friend there who also follows Lesser Lord Kusanali. I gave her my savings because I want her to throw a wonderful festival this year. That's the least I could do for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Ну тут я хочу прям гадати 100%. Я отдала ей свои сбережения, чтобы она смогла организовать грандіозний праздник. Я не дивився сюжет, я не люблю, коли я граю свої ігри, там чи цікаві на ігри. То я дивлюсь на ютубі іменно геймплей. Що ось подивився геймплейні ролики, о, гра мені нравиться, я там купляю її і граю, наприклад. Сюжет я не дивлюся. Бо коли я вже граю, я хочу іменно грати і читати сюжет, і наслаждатися сюжетом. Не люблю так, подивіться на ютубі, тоді ще й грати цей. О, а коли в плані геймплею гра мені взагалі не подобається, то я в ютубі вводю, наприклад, якусь ігру. І сюжет подивився, тобто без геймплею, просто сюжет там показують. Так, для прикладу, Uncharted 4. Я не хочу в нього грати. Я ввів в ютубі, подивився сюжетку, пройшов там все. Тобто я ось хочу вгадати, що буде далі. І мій прогноз такий, вона дала, напевно, свої гроші дівчині, яку звати Нілу, і походу вона організує якесь танцевальне шоу і буде на ньому танцювати. Я хочу, щоб це було так. І я сподіваюся, що це воно так і окажеться. Ну, мені персонаж Ніло понравився. Її вже об'явили, що вона буде в патчі 3.1 в другій половині. Ми будемо на днях крутити баннер Генюї. Я буду сподіватися, що нічого не випаде. І тоді з'явиться баннер Ніл, і будемо крутити Ніл, і я сподіваюся, що нам не випаде. Жалко, я свій грант потеряв на Юемії. Звісно. Бо по факту вважаю, що в мене там було 10 чи 20 круток. І вважаю, що я крутанув ще 40 круток за Юемію. Ну, це було б 20 і 40, це в мене було б вже 60, чи 65. Ні, 65. Це ж то, що в мене було б 65 круток зараз на даний період. І зараз би я б крутив би. І крутанув би 20 раз, 75-85. І мені, наприклад, може випала б Анда. Я потратив би на Ганюй свій грант. І вже б накрутив би ще пару десяточок уже. А так, виходить, в мене зараз там 5 чи 10. Коротше, все дуже печально. Ладно, будемо надіятися, що вона дала гроші і свої деньжатка Мору Нілу, а Ніл організує свято. Я дуже буду надіятися, що це так і окажеться. А хто ж тут буде свято організовувати? Я навіть не знаю, з тих, кого показували. Там тільки Ніл танцює, вліються Юньцзинь, а у Сумеру Ніл, виходить. Хоча і та красотка. Ладно, читаємо далі.
Hold on, my lady, does this friend happen to be Nilu, the one who sends flowers to the estate?
Ты я вгадав. Я вгадав. Это Нилу, который приносит цветы к вам домой. Хоть тут я вгадав. Ну я дуже рад, що я вгадав. А це ще, оказується, подруга її, нічого собі. Подруга Нілу. Ну, типа... Банай сложне ім'я, цей дар. Ніла це її подруга. Да.
Yes, that's her.
I saw her leaving the other day with a nervous look on her face. It seemed like she was hiding something in her arms. Did you give her something?
Yes. Initially, I didn't have much Mora prepared, so I had Nilu sell one of my skirts. I've agreed with Nilu to meet up at the Grand Bazaar today, and see how things are coming along. Dia, would you accompany me?
Sure. That's quite the trip, though. I'll carry you.
No, that would be too much, even for you.
You might as well just accept the lift. If I let you walk, who knows how long it'll take us. And if anything happens to you, then I'd really never hear the end of it from your father.
But of course! Nilu will be thrilled to hear there are more people interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Да, вже далі цікаво становиться. Даже мені. Ну щось так сюжет так слабо йшов сюжет, реально слабо. Ми йдемо типа до Дендрархонта. Якщо я пам'ятаю, ми йдемо до Дендрархонта узнати інформацію, чи не був брат тут, чи не знає вона щось про нашого брата, або ми його шукаємо, не можемо знайти. І так якби слабо йде сюжет, а тут вже про Нілу пішло, мене вже це зацікавило. Ну що ж, подивимося, що буде далі. Чок, ти щось продаєш? Чи ми не продаєш нічого? Так, у нього є 3 рецепта, бачу. Вкусний рибний рулетик. Та саме... Що це? Та ти шо? Шаурма. Шаурма в нас продається в Україні. Так, мука. Сосиска, бекон. Ну ладно, пряності можна взяти. Вдруг пригодиться. Ой, цукор по-любому беремо. Та рибу тим більше. Крабики. А рибочки. Скільки буде? 2400. Ух ти! Щось нове. Голі боби. Ну візьмемо, вдруг треба. О! 10 тисяч. Ні, ну придеться взяти, наверное, нові рецепти, по-любому там треба будуть ці боби. Так, що у нас виходить? Мука, сосиска. Ну тут все. Чувак, а де тебе плита тут? Я не бачу тебе тут плити. Ну, типа плита, але що то готувати нельзя. Так, є другий поверх. Походу є. Хальдун, Єванані. О боже, імена дуже странні. Григор, ну непогано. Шамс. Это у нас бар получается. Ну, коротше, тут нема плити. Так, значить ми йдемо до Нілу. Коли ж дитяча сказка відкриється? Так що на стрімі вже йде час 15 минут. Ще десь 1,5 часа точно буде. Ясно, коли вже перша часть закінчиться? Я вже ліг би спати через 15 хвилин. Ти далеко лігти? 100 метрів, да? 90. Да, ігра ще не прогрузилась. Сюди. А, ми на місці. Ба, ігра не догрузилась ще. О, загрузилась.
Sorry I'm late, Nilu.
Ну то Нілу стояла. Ми ж по ролику вже бачили, то вже знаємо, як вона виглядає. Так, ну ладно, читаємо.
Oh, Dunyarzad. It was taking you so long that I assumed you got trapped at home, but you made it in the end.
Да, красавиця Нілу. Мені дуже подобався персонаж. Ну, Нілу, майду. Ну, не значок, що на дендро.
Uh-oh. But if Dia's here, that means you got caught, right?
You could say that, but everything worked out. She's on our side now.
Not completely.
Oh, and who are these two?
Бе, ну Ніла така красавиця, ну капець. Вже буде моя любимиця, напевно, третя. Ну, Мона, Кицин і Ніла вже буде третя тоді. 3 моїх ізбранниці будуть, самих кращих. Ну, 3 любимиці, 3 фаворитки. Голос поки непоганий. Мони кращий голос. І в Кицин. Ладно, читаємо.
Oh, meet the Traveler and Paimon, my 2 newest friends. They're visitors who just arrived at Sumeru City and are looking for information on Lesser Lord Kusanali.
So you're followers from another land?
Значить, ви... Дентор Хонта. 2 варіанти, ну, конечно, да. Типа, да і нет. Вона гарно вибається. Що тут вибрати, да чи ні? В общих чертах наш ответ ні на що не повлияє. Може просто пару слів різних скажуть і більше нічого. Ну, вже-то ми не почитателі. Це типа сказати, да, типа підіграти їм. Типа, да, ми почитателі. А типа, вообще-то ні, типа сказати правду, вообще-то ні. У нас вообще-то свої. Ну, своя місія. По якій ми прийшли до Дендрархонта. Тільки не знаю, що ми будемо розказувати це. Ну, я щось чувствую, що ми пізніше розкажемо, що ми прийшли сюди. Ну, тобто до Дендрархонта. Яка в нас ціль, виходить. Дендрархонта. Треба буде зрівняти відповіді. Ну, відповіді. Ну, наприклад, я виберу ні, а тоді моя дівчина буде грати, я її попрошу, щоб вона вибрала да. І подивлюся, ну, що скажуть. Чи все то саме буде, чи якась трошки різниця буде. Да, все-таки я, мабуть, так і зроблю. Я подивлюся, що буде тут, а потім подивлюся, як буде моя дівчина грати, подивлюся, що там буде за відповідь. Так, лічно я, що хочу відповісти. Чужеземний почитатель Дендрархонта. Ну, насправді ми не почитателі, от реально, не почитателі. Якщо сказати да, це типа ми, ну, збрешемо, типа, підіграємо ці дар, як її там звати цей дар, нашому другу, новому другу. Ладно, давай виберемо ні.
Oh, really? Well, that's okay. You're still invited to the Sabzerus festival.
Так, ну я думаю, я запомню це у відповідь. Баніло, яка ти красавиця. Я тебе в колекцію хочу, дуже хочу. Вже жду, не дождусь, коли твій банер буде. Ну, ждати ще довго. Ну, вже не півроку ждати. Ждати скільки. Новий патч, коли там 28 числа. Там спустя ще 20 днів. 20... Ну, приблизно десь через 25 днів буде її банер. Приблизно. Вряд ли раніше. Почти ще місяць ждати, щоб був банер Нілу. Якщо мені не хватить камінь стока, придеться навіть кинути трошки мори розробникам, щоб вибити цю Нілу. Хоча б одну штучку. Без созвіздій мається в виду. Дуже красива Ніла. Красавиця. Такі красавиці мені нравляться. Ну, тобто Мона красавиця, Кецин красавиця і Ніл красавиця. 3 самих кращих. Ні, голосний нормальний. Реально нормальний. Ладно. Читаємо далі. От всього серця приглашаю вас на Сабзерузи. Що це таке?
By the way, Dunyarzad, we've already started decorating the Grand Bazaar. It looks spectacular, thanks to your generous contribution.
You're very welcome. It's the only thing I could do. Do you still have enough Mora?
Probably? But don't sweat it. We've already finished renovating the stage. Come on, I'll show you.
Бека вона мілашка. Ні, в неї нормальний голос. Не сказати, що прям волшебний. Ну, мені подобається. Треба буде переключитися. Ну да, це виходить зараз не можна. Ну, я маю в виду, що коли я її виб'ю, переключити язик озвучки на японський і послухати, який в неї японський голос, да. Послухати, який в неї японський голос. Якщо в неї там буде божественний голос японський, я тоді пограю на японській озвучці. Да, на японській озвучці. Ну якщо буде ужасний, як у Мони, тоді нема смисла переключати. Да, отак. Ладно, йдемо дивитися на ту сцену. Нілучка. Нілучан.
Wow! This place is amazing!
Ну да, Паймон прям перехвалює. Я своє мнення скажу. Сцена непогана.
Not bad. Last time I was here, the stairs were full of holes.
Сцена в Юньцзинь була краща, коли Юньцзинь виступала. Там сцена мені понравилася. Ну, там сцена була менша. Наверное, в 5 раз. Но, по крайней мере, сцена була красива там.
The stairs were nothing. A little while ago, we discovered that the tree above the stage had a huge chunk of bark ready to fall off. Mr. Zubair was worried sick. We reported it to the academia many times, but they never sent anyone to deal with it. We didn't want anything bad happening, so we were going to cancel all the stage performances.
Бідна Нілу, ніхто не прийшов на помощь. Що за безпреділ, от реально? Безпреділ. Давай Місакі зараз поможемо Нілу. Я обома руками тільки за. Помогти їй.
Oh, probably because it was the theater asking.
The academia looks down on performers like us. They probably think it would be best if the theater closed down completely.
Странно, конечно. Ба, в неї наряд гарний. Да. Тільки нащо це в неї на голові ззаді фата, получається?
We can't let that happen, though. Not only would everyone involved in the theater go hungry, but then we wouldn't be able to hold the Sub-Zero's festival anymore.
Ну не розстраюйся, Ніл. Я надіюся, розробники тут позаботяться, що наша Місакі тобі поможе.
Thank the Danger Archon for Dunyarzad. But the more she gave us, we hired someone to patch up the tree, and we also gave the stage a much-needed makeover. The stage is going to be even prettier when it's festival time. I can't wait for you to see it.
Хороший в неї голос, хоча можна було б і кращий голос підібрати. Реально. Ну, тоже хороший голос.
And I can't wait to see you on the stage. You've been practicing so long already. It's almost time for your dream to become reality.
It's our dream. I'll do my best for the two of us.
Наша мечта. Ба. Я вже жду не дождусь подивитися твоє виступлення.
Nilu, what are you gonna be doing at the festival?
Дай гадаю, будеш танцювати.
She'll be dancing the dance of Sub-Zeros, the most important performance at the Sub-Zeros festival.
Dunyarzad, have you told them the origin of this holiday?
I only told them about the Greater Lord and Lesser Lord so far.
Okay, then I'll tell you two about how this holiday came to be.
Ніло, чого ти така красива?
According to legend, the Sub-Zeros festival was originally the Goddess of Flowers' birthday celebration for the Greater Lord. A long time ago, on one of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's birthdays, her friends threw her a celebratory banquet. Some of the gods got drunk. One started playing music, and the Greater Lord started singing, so the Goddess of Flowers began to dance. As she danced upon the grass, countless beautiful parisaras began to bloom wherever she stepped. Those brilliant purple flowers became her dazzling stage. All the gods clamored, "Oh, if only time could stop at this very moment." Of course they did. When people mention the gods, they always think of the Archon War. But Sumeru's gods also had happy times. Although they aren't around anymore, they're preserved in our tradition of dance. This outfit I'm wearing is apparently based on how the Goddess of Flowers looked. we're just tiny people compared to the divine, we still have to do our best to make sure that the birthday girl feels loved on her special day.
Nilu, you of all people will definitely be able to convey our well wishes to the Dendro Archon. I also noticed that you went the extra mile and scattered Patisaras around the stage.
They symbolize the goddess of flowers, after all. It's just a shame that all the real Patisaras went extinct after her death.
Yeah. The Greater Lord brought forth Patisaras in memory of the goddess of flowers. But she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful purple.
Thinking about the goddess of flowers dance makes me wish I could have seen it. If my stage were anything like that, I'd be thrilled if I had just 2 real Patisaras on the stage. So, Traveler and Paimon, what do you think? Interested in the Sabzeruz festival? Will you two be coming?
All of Lesser Lord Kusanali's followers will be there for her birthday. It'll be a good opportunity for you to learn more about her.
Ooh, Paimon thinks that's a great idea! Of course Paimon wants to watch. Those 2 things aren't mutually exclusive, you know.
So how about we all attend the Sabzeruz festival together?
Dunyarzad, let me show you which stage decorations we've picked out so far. Traveler and Paimon, if that doesn't sound interesting to you, then feel free to explore the area. Everyone at the Grand Bazaar loves Lesser Lord Kusanali, and we're all looking forward to the Sabzeruz festival.
In that case, we'll take a look around.
Whoa! What's with your yellow hair? And why do your clothes look so funny? Are you an outlander? Did you know that the Sabzeruz festival is about to happen? There'll be loads of fun things to do at the festival. But the best part is when Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, passes out candy to everyone.
Dancing at the Sabzeruz festival. You know, I also danced when I was younger. As a child, I even asked my grandmother why we performed the dance for the Lesser Lord when it was originally done to honor the Greater Lord. My grandmother said that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata is a beloved deity and honored by all. And Lesser Lord Kusanali is too. If the Goddess of Flowers ever knew Lesser Lord Kusanali, then she would certainly have wished to be her friend and hold celebrations for her too. The Sabzeruz festival has been losing its appeal over the years. That is, until a wealthy benefactor stepped in this year and brought the festival back to life. I heard she forked out a lot of mora to make it all happen.
Things are really shaping up, and there's a buzz around the festival this year. We're expecting people from all over to come by this year and buy things during the festivities. Don't be fooled into thinking that Sumeru City has the best of everything. Some festival snacks are only offered here in the Grand Bazaar. And when it comes to musicians, dancers, or singers, the Grand Bazaar's got the best of the best. Sure, those folks at the Academia might not like it, but what's a festival without song and dance?
Life is so dull here.
Huh. Revamping the stage for the festival couldn't have been easy, that's for sure. I bet this year's festival will be one to remember. I don't know much about the Grand Bazaar, but I do know that the residents here have a penchant for song and dance. Two things that the Academia doesn't particularly approve of. Oh, and the perfume sold around here is a lot better than what you'll find elsewhere. The fragrances are longer lasting and they're gentler on your skin and... I mean, that's what I've heard at least.
Ба, який там звати? Вона вроді бі піро буде, да? Значок в неї вроді бі червоний. Да, ну шикарна дамочка тоже така. Ну на мій вкус мені Нілу нравиться. Ну це теж. Да, ну щось немає, де це не ховається значок. Явно на піро буде. В неї, виходить, права рука типа оборудована бронею. Від локтя і до... прямо і на пальцях, бачите, в неї ці обладунки є. І зверху руки і до локтя. Потім там від локтя до плеча нема. На самому плечі є теж кусок желіза. Ну, обладунка. А на другій руці нема в неї нічого. Ну, почти. До типа зверху чуть-чуть є в неї. І в неї ногті ще на красній, да? Що типа червоне з чорним. Да, ну в деяких іграх це ногті дуже приділяють увагу. Наприклад, в Dead or Alive у Ліфанг там червоно з білим на красній. І пальці там шикарно зроблені. З ногтями, наприклад. Ну тут слабенько ногті зробили. Да, на качество дуже слабо. Той, хто грає Dead or Alive, то поняв про що я. Ні, реально, в Dead or Alive там шикарно зроблено. В Ліфанг там шикарні ногті зроблені. Ладно, йдемо до 5-го. А, ми вертаємося до них. А в Нілу ногті на красні? Щось там світло-голубим, да? Ну да, ну типа ногті є на красній, світло-голубі. Щось типа, да. Я розчарований то, що вона у нас мечником буде, Нілу. Я так надіюся, що вона буде каталізатором, в крайнім случае лучником вона буде. А тут розробники викатали інформацію, що вона мечник, піздець. Ну, вона мені нравиться, в будь-якому случае я за неї буду грати. Но я розчарований, що вона мечник, звісно. Я обалдел би, якби вона була б ще доручником, це була б повна жопа тоді. Но вже вряд ли поміняють. Да. Не, Ніло шикарний персонаж, мені нравиться. Така худишка шикарна. Волоси красиві дуже. Считай, що Мона 2. Мона 2 версія. Дві красавиці. Ну да, очі все-таки другі. Ну, все равно красиві у нього очі. Так, по висоті на чорнокові, да? Банумона не видно. Вроді би да. Ну ладно. Ба, в неї ще й волоси дуже довгі. Ба, самі довші йдуть. Ні, вроді самі довші у цій Нілгуан, якщо не ошибаюсь. І вроді би в Райден. Ну, мені не дуже подобаються прически цієї Нілгуан і Райден. Моя любима прическа на Нокі це не де. Ні, то Юньцзинь вспомнив, так. Да. Ладно. Продовжимо сюжет, а то відійшли від нього.
Milu, your outfit looks amazing. There's also something different about you from when we first met up.
Ну да, вряд ли нам того прошле плаття і покажуть. Тепер вона буде типа в цьому всегда.
I thought I'd add a little extra pizzazz to my dress for the festival. See?
Wow, did you sew all that yourself?
Uh-huh. Sewing is a fundamental skill for everyone in the theater company because we make all our own costumes. Did you know that Mr. Zubair not only can make costumes, but props too? I've noticed that you can't keep your eyes off that crown over there. Would you like to try it on?
Чекай, то в неї корона, виходить? То я думав, що вона демонеса трохи. Це, виходить, в неї корона така. Странно, що зробили так, типа, рожки і...
May I?
Of course. The legends say that the goddess of flowers had beautiful horns on her head, so this crown was made to reflect that. Dunyarzad, you look absolutely stunning with it on. It's like I'm looking at the goddess of flowers herself.
В кінці це, що сказали, типа, що надала їй приміряти, ну неадекватно це смотриться, виглядає. Тому що вона говорить, що типа, на тобі виглядає класно, а ми дивимося на екран, а вона її не наділа. Це вже тупо, і них розробники вже могли б їй написати цю концовку, що типа, в цій короні ти виглядаєш просто потрясающе. Ну вона ж її не наділа. Якщо хотіли зробити, то могли б їй зробити анімацію. Чому зробили все-таки? Ні, не зробили. Ти що, Катерина вийшла із своєї цієї... Боже, як це там сказати? Взяла вихідний? Чи мене щось шукає? Нагору дивиться. Да, ми перший раз бачимо, щоб Катерина гуляла.
Come to think of it, Paimon's only ever seen her behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild. This is the first time we've ever seen her taking a break.
Ну от, мої мислі, озвучила Паймон. Що вона стоїть завжди за стойкою. Тут вона гуляє, щось цвіти розглядає.
Hey, Catherine!
Huh? Oh, hey! It's the Traveler and Paimon! What's shaken?
Whoa! Break time Catherine sure sounds a lot less formal than usual. Paimon was still waiting for her to say Ad Astra Abysosk.
Це сарказм був вже. К зв'яздам і к безднам.
Sure. Standing behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild doesn't require any complicated functions. But saying and doing the same old things over and over again can get pretty monotonous. Like watching the same Fontaine movie day after day.
Ну, типа, да. Ну, це жесть.
But take you two, for example. You travel across Teyvat to enrich your lives and gain new experiences.
Well, we enjoy traveling across Teyvat and all that, but we're mainly looking for clues about her brother.
Ну, слава Богу, що не забули про нашу цель. Знайти брата.
Yes, you should keep searching. sometimes the answers we're looking for aren't necessarily at our intended destination. Instead, they're found along the way.
Ну да, нам по крупіці будуть давати, як то кажучи, інформації про брата.
Huh. Haven't we heard someone say something pretty similar recently? Anyways, what brings you out here, Catherine?
Тебе тоже нравится Sub-Zeros?
No, not particularly. I guess you could say that I'm loving the recent atmosphere here. If festivals bring happiness to everyone, then that's where their true value lies. Oh, it looks like it's about time for me to be heading back now.
Ну да, в тебе ж тільки одна хвилинка. Тебе відпустили на перерву на 2-3 хвилинки відпочити.
Alright, we'll see you next time at the Adventurers Guild. Oh, by the way, thanks for connecting us with the Eremites. We've already made some great friends in Sumeru City thanks to you.
I'm sure you two will get along well with the people here. You've already been blessed by the element of Dendro after all. See you around.
Да-да, увидимся еще не раз.
There's something really different about Catherine today.
Hey, traveler. Paimon.
Oh, hey, Dia. What's going on?
I've got something to tell ya. My lady knows you're looking for ways to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali, and she's been trying to come up with a way to help you. Well, I have an idea that might help.
Are you serious? We'd love that!
It might not necessarily pan out, so don't get your hopes up too much. I'll need to take you two somewhere and ask someone some questions. My lady is feeling a little worn out at the moment. Nilu's found a place for her to rest. After I take my lady home, let's meet in front of the Citadel of Regzar.
Sounds like a plan! Let's head over to the Citadel of Regzar and wait for Dia!
I've got great food and great drinks that everyone can enjoy. Fascinating story.
Sorry, I'm late. It took some convincing for the master and mistress to believe that Miss Dunyarzad was only sitting in the port for a while because she was in a bad mood. Anyway, I guess I should be thanking you. I haven't seen Miss Dunyarzad that happy in a long time. If it wasn't for you two, she probably would have been caught and dragged back much earlier.
You sure sound a whole lot nicer than when we first met, Dia. Who would have thought you had such a soft spot for Dunyarzad?
It's called being a professional. I'm a bodyguard, and I work for whoever's paying.
Look, Dia's blushing.
Listen, you two. I don't expect to be working for Miss Dunyarzad very long, but I hope to finish things on a positive note if possible. Let's cut the chit-chat and head into the Citadel. We'll see if the person I know has a way for you two to meet with the Lesser Lord. Oh, hey, Chief.
Ha, Dia! What are you doing here? And well, didn't expect to see you three together.
I take it you all know each other already?
We met this morning after the Adventurers Guild pointed us to Ozfon for more info.
No kidding. Huh. So, where's Ruksha? I thought I'd help these two out by asking about the theft. Anything you can tell him?
Ruksha's gone over to the Academia. The Grand Sage recently ordered Sumera City to begin bolstering its defenses, so people from all over have been called back to the city. Since you've already mentioned the theft, I suppose I might as well tell him what we know.
Appreciate it, Chief.
Theft? Sorry, what the heck are you guys talking about?
Just recently, the Academia lost something, and there's a chance the item is connected with the Dendro Archon. This case might just somehow help you in meeting her.
I suppose that's one way to look at it. But if you ask me, the case is more about the Academia than anything else. Let me fill you in. The Academia recently sent a convoy to pick up an important package from Aru village. Word got out, and the convoy was robbed on its way back. The Grand Sage took the whole matter very seriously. Not only did he dispatch the Matra, but also enlisted our help in the search for leads. All we know so far is that whatever was stolen is currently in Port Ormos.
You two have heard of Port Ormos, haven't you? It's the largest commercial port in all of Sumeru. You can travel there by leaving Sumeru City and heading south along the river. The Academia's grip isn't long enough to reach all the way to Port Ormos, so the city's a little more laid back, meaning the population's also a mixed bag. You never know who you'll meet there.
Apparently what was lost has a great deal to do with the Akasha, knowledge, and even the gods. I'm afraid I don't have any other details for you, though. If you're interested, maybe you could head to Port Ormos and ask around yourselves. If you want my advice, try introducing yourselves as students of the Academia once you're there.
Are you serious, Chief? All the Academia students are in Sumeru City, you know. Why should they pretend to be students in Port Ormos?
If you're also interested, just go there and see what happens.
Count me out. I've got plenty of work to do here for the Homayani family. And take it from me, if you two really do decide to visit Port Ormos, you'd best watch your backs. Let's just say that the Eremites there aren't nearly as friendly as those here in Sumeru City. There are even some extremists who go around shouting slogans like, "Retake Sumeru for the Scarlet King." Word is that more and more are joining their movement. They're becoming a real headache for Chief and the others.
You bet they are. The Scarlet King's been dead for thousands of years. Now they start spreading rumors of his return. Ridiculous.
Not everyone's like you, Chief. Even the desert natives who abandoned their homes in the wilderness still wish to have a god of their own. Well, Traveler, that's about all the information we have for you.
Since we've gathered all we could for the moment in Sumeru City, let's head to Port Ormos and see what we can find next.
Miss Dunyarzad is looking forward to seeing you both at the Sub-Zeru's festival, so be sure to get yourselves back here in time for that. Good. Then we'll see you both at the Sub-Zeru's festival.
Отправляйтесь в порт Ормос. Отвергнутая игрушка. Боритесь с несчастными мастерами. Что за игрушка же? Так. Що за ігрушка? Що там з цей появилось? Ми ще першу главу граємо чи що? Щось так довго. Сквозь дым и темные леса, потерянные изобилие. Отправляйтесь в порт Ормас. Узнав, что пропавший предмет Академии может быть как-то связан с архонтами, вы предлагаете Пайман отправиться в путь. Куда? В порт Ормас. Розчетливий гамбіт. Це у нас сюжетка про Єлань, виборці син. Причині ми зробили сьогодні. Поговорите с несчастными мастерами. Що там осталось 2 дня? 2 дня 5 часов. Встреча в лісу. Це в першій часті Сумеру ми почали грати. Я думав, що це сюжетка, а це казалось, що крупна місія, не сюжетка. То крупна місія, яка касається про увядання, виходить. Про ці зони увядання. Бо я був розчарований, думаю, що собі сюжетка без дубляжа. Але ні, це просто крупна місія. Так, ну, типа Єлань ми відкрили, маємо грати якось. Кадзуха, якось не дуже хочеться. І Тігнарі не хочеться. Єлань тут з радістю пройду. Ну, не дуже хочеться з них грати. Так, да, Шайхайдзу треба пройти. Бо Шинобу Юньцзинь я оставив на то время, коли PS5 куплю. По адекватній ціні. Звісно, коли вона буде ще, непонятно коли. Ну да, ключики в мене все є. Так, изучение таблеток прошли. Испытание фейс прошли. О, да, детская сказка відкрилась. Вже можна грати дитячу сказку. Може завтра і пограємо. Не знаю, подивимося по ситуації. А може і завтра пограємо. Сюжет же ж, як би сказати, безлімітний. Можна в будь-який час пограти. Так, артерії пройшли сьогодні. Пройшли тестовий забіг. Джунглі, ну, ісследувати треба. Це теж якось громоцвет. Поки... Чекай, ми в бездні сражалися з ним. Там він... Ну, слабаком оказався. Що тут сказати ще? Так, скільки нам? 1500 кілометрів, да? Ні, то есть 1500 метрів. 1,5 кілометра. Так. Боже, а в цій дівчинки якось там сложне теж ім'я. Я не запомнив ще. Тобто нам предложили піти в порт. Ось цей порт. Ось. Сісти на корабль і проплисти сюди. І сюди. Ну, так як ми в першій часті Сумеру повністю карту відкрили і активували точки телепортації в самих главних місцях. Тобто ось у городі ми активували 3 точки. Ну, ладно, тут 2, виходить, це в горах вже. О, тоді активували ми тут 4 штуки теж у городі. Бо я таки знав, що щось таке нам пригодиться. Так, ну що ж, ми просто портируємося і продовжимо. Я думав, що праздник час почнеться. Оказується, нам треба продовжити. Так, уже стрім іде 2 часа. Ну, ще час максимум. Ну, вряд ли ми ще спінемо пройти багато. Ну, поки що ми що? Поки що ми тільки ходимо кругом, тільки розговори і більше нічого. Любі якісь сраження будуть. Так, ну що ж, ми прибули сюди. Хто нас зустріне?
Come and have a good look yourself. Traditional spices of the highest quality, made with pride and experience.
You've got a deal. I can't thank you enough for always looking after my business.
Believe me, I'm not making this up. Several Eremite mercenary groups are nearly in open conflict, but does the core of 30 care? And that's not all. Did you know that...
Wow! Talk about hurly-burly! This place is busy! Huh? Guess that's only to be expected for the largest port in Sumeru. Maybe it's because of what Dia told us earlier, but Paimon can't seem to shake the feeling that there's also danger lurking in these crowds. Ooh. Let's get our bearings so we can start looking for leads. We know that whatever the Academia lost is related to the gods. But other than that, we don't have much else to go on. Osfun told us to try posing as Academia students while asking around. Paimon checked the Akasha on the way here, and the Academia doesn't seem to have any research facilities in Port Ormos. Paimon doesn't get it. Won't we look even more suspicious going around saying we're Academia students and asking about the stolen item?
Давай это и проясним для начала. Это может быть важно для нашего расследования. Теперь не важно, что браты, смысл ты самый.
Well, given all the people that come through here every day, if there's any information to be found, Paimon bets we could find it in the market. Let's ask around and see what we come up with.
Давай з нею поговоримо. Варіантів ж куча.
Welcome. Welcome. How can I help you too?
Hi there. We would like to ask you a question. Do students from the Academia ever come to Port Ormos?
Of course. Especially around this time of year. Students from Sumero City that are about to graduate often come to Port Ormos to cut loose a little. Many people often talk about how hard it is to get accepted into the Academia, let alone graduate. But those who finish their studies and go on to become full-time researchers at the Academia have it even harder. Sure, we may not be Sumero City, but Port Ormos offers beautiful scenery and a stress-free environment. Some even say it's good luck to come to Port Ormos, so students and researchers come flocking here when things get to be too much at the Academia. You see over there? Those are students from the Academia.
Ну да, вони геть діти по-другому, не то, що ми приїхали сюди і геть не переділися в другу одежу, щоб типа замаскироваться. Они такие серьезные, какие-то нервные.
They've been looking worried and miserable ever since they got here a few days ago. If you ask me, the life of a merchant is better. So long as the Akasha teaches us what we need, then life is good.
Those students seem to be discussing something. Let's see if we can listen in.
Да незаметно підбираємося тихенько.
It's no good. I've tried asking around, but I haven't been able to learn anything useful. Not to mention that a bunch of scary-looking Eremite mercenaries have been posted along the streets now.
There's been a lot of fighting between the different Eremite factions in Port Ormos. If we choose to move on our own, then it would be wise to steer clear of them. Especially the group that's constantly shouting some stuff about the Scarlet King and some resurrection. I've even heard that the Citadel of Regzar is starting to get fed up with them. What was that group called again? Ein something or other?
Алого короля? Хто це? Поки невідомо.
They're called Ain el Akhmar. Today, I heard that the thing we're after might be in their possession at the moment.
Wait, come again?
Don't you see? Many of the Eremites in Port Ormos deal with trading this kind of thing. They're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but not so with students of the academia. It's because the kind of goods that students are looking for aren't the kind of goods that Eremites are after. As long as they know you're a student, then deals can be made. I've heard that Ain al-Hakmar likes to set up shop at the Jafar Tavern. Supposedly, if you're willing to part with 500,000 Mora, they'll give you info on anything.
Wait, did you say 500,000? If information alone costs that much, then how could we ever afford to buy what we're looking for? I guess we might as well give up on trying to graduate this way.
I wouldn't worry too much. Our field of research is very niche. Who else could possibly be after that kind of shady knowledge? I bet it's practically worthless to anyone aside from us.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. And the only thing left for us now is to find a way in. Why don't we all just pool our money together and pay for the information?
Whoa! Did you hear that? A niche field of research and shady knowledge? It all sounds pretty suspicious to Paimon. Is knowledge something people just buy and sell like that?
Да, это очень подозрительно. Вещь, которую украли в Академии, связана со знаниями.
So, what's your plan?
Какой наш план? Пойдем в таверну, попробуем найти тех пустынников. Ну и то будете самі, да? Чи зараз нам варіант дають? Ну, мені кажется, вряд ли. Все равно підемо. Да вже 1:30 ночі. Треба закругляться.
Wait! Didn't you hear what they just said? Buying information is going to cost us 500,000 Mora! Have you lost your mind?
Мене не важливо, що я був. Перший варіант там був, типу, піти зразу в таверну. Я думав, другий варіант, типу, піти не в таверну, а піти шукати. А Паймон говорить, 50, то есть, получается, не важно, что ты возьмешь. Достоверная информация стоит денег. Если они попытаются нас обмануть, я им этого не прощу. Достоверная информация стоит денег. Какие дебильные варианты. Чого нема третього варіанту, типа. Я не знаю, що третій варіант можна придумати. Типа подслушать або що. Або викрасти того і вибити інформацію. Достойная информация стоит денег. Да, ну нелепый вариант тут, пиздец. Просто нелепый вариант. Безглузди.
She'd agree to parting with that kind of Mora. But if you know what you're doing, then we should give it a shot.
Да. Пиздец.
place we heard those students talking about. Let's find a seat somewhere and see if we can spot the group they mentioned.
Oh, you've arrived. Please, take a seat.
So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Ha! Once we reclaim the power of the Scarlet King, they'll be the first that the boss punishes.
They're nothing to be afraid of. Our main rival now is the Caracal Battalion. They've also amassed a significant amount of Mora this time, so we mustn't underestimate them.
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money-grubbing opportunists out for a quick Mora?
Yeah, with Boss's fervent devotion, he'll be able to use this power to bring our god back this time.
Huh. All these guys talk about is the Scarlet King, so they're probably the ones we're looking for.
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when the Scarlet King exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
Yeah, Paimon was wondering what they meant too. We should ask about that if we get the chance later.
Welcome. What you see is what we've got. Feel free to look around.
What's going on? How can there be Kairagi here?
Huh? Who are you? What do you want? A student? Huh. What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos? Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it?
Paimon can't stand to see so much more ago. But there's no other choice right now.
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Hmm? Well, what are you waiting for?
Oh, that's right! We heard you mention the Scarlet King just now. We're actually interested to know more because we're, archaeology students!
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora, I guess I can throw in a little extra info. As you can see, members of Ain al-Ahmar are devout believers of the Scarlet King. Years ago, the Scarlet King founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. It was an advanced civilization, far beyond anything you'll see in present-day Sumeru. The Scarlet King was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by a companion he trusted. She even stripped him of his title, God of Wisdom.
So, you mean the traitor was...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata, yes. That shameless wretch destroyed the Scarlet King's civilization, and our ancestors were forced to flee to this land where we were made to suffer the tyranny of our enemies. Furthermore, she conspired with the Academia to cover up the truth of her actions, and create the merciful and benevolent facade for which she is now known. Ugh, just thinking about it sickens me. But the story doesn't end there, oh no. The Scarlet King isn't truly dead. The voice of the Oracle has been heard in the desert, prophesying his resurrection. Mark my words, our god shall return. And when that day comes, all followers of the traitor and all the desert dwellers who have forgotten their true god will suffer retribution together. If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of the Scarlet King. I don't have anything to say to you academia people about that. I think this conversation has reached its end.
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
Ну, наконец-то прийшов цей серебристий пацан, якого теж показали в ролику.
You again? Deranged academia lunatic.
Yes, it's me again. I already warned you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things with me, I'd take measures to make things uncomfortable for you.
Осложню вам жизнь. Ну, у нього темно-сірі волоси. Диви, в нього очі, виходить, не білі, а такі якісь зеленкуваті і червоні зрачки, виходить. Бо це перший персонаж, якого такі очі. Ну, коли він буде в банері, я його скіпну. Наперед вже кажу. Ладно, читаємо далі.
Listen to me. That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting for you there. This group has been boasting all around that they can provide information on a certain item as a means of luring people into their territory. Once you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard evidence that you want to purchase said item. Then they use that to squeeze you for all the more you're worth.
Hey! Shut it, Alhaitham! What are you playing at, trying to ruin our business like this,
I told you the other day. I wish to discuss my terms with your boss.
Ha! The boss made it perfectly clear that he won't negotiate with you.
Yes, and in no uncertain terms. But that was then. It does not preclude him from changing his mind in the future.
I'm warning you. Don't push us, or this could get ugly. We don't usually get rough with people from the academia because it just complicates things. For a lunatic like you, though, we might just have to make an exception.
If you're suggesting that we escalate this from a verbal exchange to a physical one, I accept. After all, even the Archons used war to negotiate the ownership of Teyvat. If, on the other hand, we can't agree on any means of negotiation at all, then I'm afraid my next course of action will sting a little more than the mere falling through of a few business deals. I will jeopardize the Eremites' reputation, which I know you value above all else. I am quite confident that if I began to take such action, your boss would willingly approach me himself. However, I fear that by then, some things will have happened that cannot be undone. Also, a word of advice. I suggest you tell your boss exactly what happened here today. Otherwise, he might blame you for not telling him in the future.
What did you say?
Consider this. Have I ever failed to follow through on my word in the past?
This guy is really out of his mind.
Okay then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
Not so fast. First, you return the 500,000 mora to them.
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for their food yet.
Mr. Iman, there appears to be fewer staff in the restaurant recently. This wouldn't happen to be because they're all busy spreading the word to the students, would it? Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Whoa, did you see that? He not only got us our Mora back, but sent the Emirites running too!
Да, тільки анімації, як вони вернули Муру, не показали. Він сказав, цей чувак зупинився, сказав і пішов. Тобто ні рукою не махнув, типа, що типа мішочок кинув, там якийсь, що там типа мор. А просто зупинився і пішов. Ну, якось. Ну, не було анімації, і це. Як це правильно сказати, я не можу слово підібрати. Ну, скажімо так, лінь було зробити анімацію простішу. Типа руку продвинув, з руки випав мішочок і він пішов далі. І вже було б класно. Ну, це ж тяжко зробити було б ходу.
Plus, he seems to know a lot about what's going on around here. Let's catch up with him and ask some questions.
Маєш ще з ним піздіти йдемо? Де тут цей пліта? Я пліти не бачу. Ну, казанок чек, можна сказати там. Так, куди нам йти? Я бачу, що туди, матку сюди. А ось він тут.
What do you want? No need for thanks. My goal was to get to them, and you two gave me just the opportunity I needed. We're even. Oh, I advise you to keep your distance from them. Since they weren't able to make off with your Mora in the end, they might harass you again in the future.
Так, акумулятор разряжен. Ну, я думаю, мені хватить цього.
All right. Goodbye.
Hold your horses! We still have something to ask you about! Since you tore through their scam right in front of them, you must know the real story about certain something, no?
Who exactly are you two? And why are you inquiring about that?
Ми тут брехати будемо. Я учусь в академії.
A student. Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
Може договоримося? Ну, знов неадекватні варіанти. Може договоримося. Я владію мечом.
Weren't you saying something about a physical exchange? We can help with that.
She doesn't even have a vision. Forget it.
Maybe not, but she can still use elemental energy. Otherwise, there's no way we'd go asking for info from from guys like that. Those high-headed thugs are definitely gonna bring a lot of backup for your next meeting. Even if you don't go alone, you won't regret taking us with you.
All right, I accept. Got a pen and paper? If you're searching for someone who sells that kind of merchandise, I'll give you one of their addresses, and you can try your luck.
На некоторих стрімерів цей пацан дуже зацікавив. Ну, як ігровий персонаж. Чесно кажучи, мене він взагалі не зацікавив. Ну, як сюжет, то він нормальний. Як сюжетний. А як ігровий, щоб я за нього грав, взагалі не зацікавив мене. Я б вже лучше за Кадзихару грав би, напевно. Те, що його звати Аль-Хайтам. Ні.
We'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier. It doesn't matter if you show up or not.
So, since you were happy to give us this merchant's information, does that mean you can tell us exactly what we're after?
You were willing to part with 500,000 mora for something and you didn't even know what it was?
$500,000.
Okay. Well, if you truly are as skilled as you claim, then you can beat the answer out of them when they become hostile. Look, if you've been making inquiries, then you have to know something by now. Tell me what you know so far, so I don't waste time repeating information.
We know it's connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites deal in it, but some students want to get a hold of it too. What else?
You know almost everything there is to know, but you're unable to compile this information because you've never seen the object before. This is what you've been looking for.
Huh? Paimon can't tell what it is. It looks like some kind of ornament.
This is a knowledge capsule. To put it simply, it's a vessel that can store a fixed quantity of canned knowledge. It's like a miniature Akasha. Anyone who links it to their personal Akasha Terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents. Correct. Anyone. Unlike the Akasha, which heavily regulates who can access what information, knowledge capsules confer their contents without any requisites.
That's amazing.
Невероятно.
It's essentially a convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. Unfortunately, it's illegal in Sumero to privately possess or trade them. They were created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from Irminsul into the Akasha, and are intended to be destroyed immediately after use. But despite strict regulations, some of these knowledge capsules will always escape destruction. After all, there will always be those in this world who are dissatisfied with life as designed for them by the Akasha and wish to change their fate. Over the past century, a wide variety of canned knowledge has been leaked from the academia. Now, in Port Ormos, the valuable ones are a means to Mora for the Eremites. Meanwhile, those which the Eremites deem to be useless to them occasionally prove useful to the common citizens and hapless academia students.
Там неправильно перевели, чи що? Отбраковывают. Знания, которые обрабатывают пустынники. Может так? Обрабатывают?
Well, I think that about sums it up.
Говорят, недавно Академия потеряла некую вещь. Похоже, это тоже капсула знаний. Боже, ну тут капець.
Oh, so that's your true objective.
Я хочу узнать о ней больше.
With our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer an answer.
Что я должна сделать, чтобы заслужить твое доверие? Мы можем обсудить условия. Мы можем обсудить условия. Ну, конечный результат этой самой, мне кажется.
You're still resolved. Fine. Let's talk somewhere with fewer people.
Так, ще півчаса максимум. Ваше розговори, боже. Я офігів, у нас 2,5 часа, тупо тільки розговори і більше нічого. А тут же трохи розговор вже скучний, бо там з Нілом було хоча б цікаво, а тут вже заснують такого скучного сюжета. Ну, відколи ми сюди прибули. Іменно в цю часть Сумеру маю в виду. Так, ну тут близько, да. Ну да, тут прям ззаді десь там. Де сраження, де екшен? Обычно в играх пиздешь, сражение, ну, пиздешь, и снова сражение, и бои, разговоры, ролики, бои, разговоры. А тут разговоры. 2,5 часа, тупо разговоры. Де бої? Де екшен?
Let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must help me with something.
Та ти що, зараз, типа, я щось потеряв, іди туди і забери там той документ або ще щось, а там нас буде чекати поєдинок. Да? Я ж надіюсь, що де там бой. Що за діло?
I need you to find someone named Dory, a traveling merchant.
Ее зовут Дорі. Угу. Я надіюсь, її захватили ці пустинники, ми будемо її освобождати. Я дуже буду розчарований, якщо ми підемо, а вона десь там просто з лісу загубилася, ми її виведемо. Я надіюсь на драку.
Unlike the peddlers who hawk inferior knowledge capsules, she often has quality goods in stock. Some say that as long as there is profit to be made, there is nothing she won't dare to sell. She's guarded against people from the Academia because most of her wares don't comply with Academia regulations. I think she blacklisted me. I met with her informant, but it soon became clear that they had no intention of letting me get any further. Become one of Dory's customers and earn her trust. This is my condition for further collaboration.
Why do you want us to meet with her?
Until you complete this task, you don't have question privileges.
Знов неправильный перевод. Ошибка. У вас нет права задавать вопросы до тех пор, пока вы не выполните задание. А тут типа пора вы не выполните задание, пока вы не выполните задание.
Fine. So how do we go about doing this?
You two are outlanders who haven't been here for long, so Dory should view you as safe clients. I'll give you the informant's address and their contact password. Beyond the password, though, I have no way of knowing what other tricks she might have up her sleeve. You'll have to improvise.
This is kind of nerve-wracking.
The true challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for Mora and a shrewd eye for wares, and she only likes customers who she deems to have good taste.
Може, ти хотів сказати, їй нравиться исключительно мільярдери з морей.
I'll prepare some funds for you. Buy her highest quality wares and earn her approval.
What? We only just saw a knowledge capsule for the first time! We don't know how to tell which ones are good and which ones are bad. Is that something we can learn quickly?
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight? Oh? That's a surprise. Guess I'll have to hold you in higher regard. Anyway, that ability should resolve your issue. Here are 2 knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality?
They look the same to Paimon.
Try inspecting them with elemental sight.
Ну, типа ліва світиться, там аура.
Did you see anything?
Они обе светятся зеленым. Но левая светится ярче.
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge capsules generally appear brighter when viewed through elemental sight. That's because knowledge originates from Irminsul, the root of Dendro power itself. The more powerful the knowledge, the richer it is in Dendro energy. However, some canned knowledge with a high concentration of elemental energy is of little use in contemporary times, so those capsules are of little value.
Ой, я вже устав від цих розговорів, от реально. 2 часа 35 хвилин одні тупо розговори. Піздець, тобі там час розговори, тобі там минут 15 бої, знову розговори, було б ще класно. А це 2,5 часа розговори. І я не можу, це вже просто піздець. Це просто піздець.
Using elemental sight is merely a stopgap measure, but it should suffice for earning Dory's trust.
That sounds pretty impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password, and here's the mora for purchasing canned knowledge. Don't be cheap. You'll need to spend to catch Dory's eye. If there's any mora left over, just keep it. Oh, and be sure to exercise some caution. There have been Matra present in Port Ormos lately. Your efforts will be for naught if they catch you.
Matra?
They belong to the Academia's regulatory body. They also handle cases of illegal canned knowledge transactions. Like I said, the Academia has banned both their trade and possession. The Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you two want to back out, now's the time.
А де третій варіант? Як це можна сказати точніше? Без слова не можна підібрати такий хороший. Ну, саме простіше, типа, я в этом не участвую. Давайте без меня. Так що можна сказати. Де третій варіант? Це обидві варіанти, типа, що типа да, я типа згоден, означає, типа я згодна. Типа, я готова рискнуть. Я помогу тебе найти Дори. Це то саме, що типа я помогу помочь. Я помогу тебе найти Дори. Це то одне те саме, типа. А де третій варіант? Давайте без мене. Да.
Okay, then we have a deal. If you succeed in your dealings with Dory, come find me at the Wikella Funduk. We'll have an open discussion then.
Фундук. Йдемо шукати Дорі.
Looking at what Al-Haytham wrote, Dory's informant is a traitor near Old Ormos. Let's follow these instructions and try to get in contact with him.
Ребята, це тут рядом шей. 60 метрів. Як обично железо. Я вже устав, я реально сильно устав, вже 2 часа 40 хвилин. Ми вже на місці, да? Да, ми вже на місці. Прийшли. Туди, куди нам треба. Да, киценька? Бо я хочу перепочити пару хвилиночок. Я просто вже задрав цей сюжет реально. Ну, коли ми зустріли в городі Сумеру ту дівушку, яка трохи больна, за якою там тілохранитель, там мені сюжет понравився. Ми з нею там ховалися, там тоді ми у барі, тоді було там непоганий сюжет. Нілу зустріли. То там були цікаві розговори. Катерина прийшла. Там мені подобалося. Коли ми прийшли сюди, в цей город, цей порт Ормос, щось так тухло йде, щось так, щось сюжет плохо пішов. От реально. Плохо. Мені не цікаво. Ну, це я своє мнення кажу, звісно. Може, ще все стабілізується. Ми тут уладимо свої діла, вернемося туди, може щось піде екшончик трохи. Танець подивимося на Ніло, хто його знає. Так, ладно, я відійду на пару хвилин. Просто вже задрав цей сюжет без перерви.
I'm all for work-life balance, but I think this is pushing it.
Hello. What are you two looking to buy?
Wait, are you sure you're remembering that right? Paimon doesn't think it was that on the paper.
What a unique palette. We have unripe horror fruits, but we usually keep them in the back. I'll have someone escort you.
Following the paper got us past the first round.
Ronak, these two want to buy unripe horror fruits. Show them to the warehouse.
Got it. You two, please follow me. You two have a fascinating fashion sense. We haven't seen a customer wearing a Sumeru rose for quite some time.
Hold on. Let me think. Sumeru rose means common merch. No, look again. We're obviously wearing morning flowers.
Ah, my mistake. I do apologize.
Whew. That pop quiz sure was scary.
Ah, the warehouse is up ahead. Please follow me.
Так, у нас вже проблеми пішли. У нас проблеми. Так, что у нас получается? Сквозь дым и темные леса, потерянные изобилие. На этой территории проходит другое задание. Подробнее в описании. На этой территории проходит задание отвергнутая игрушка. Пожалуйста, выполните сначала его. Отвергнутая игрушка. Чекай, це ж вроді би. Ого, прикиньте, нам і вже гра каже, ото пальцем тикаєш, все. Ти по сюжету достаточно пройшов. Іди, грай, событие під назвою «Детская сказка». Отвергнута игрушка. Це ж детская сказка. Ну все, нажимаем к заданию. И отвергнутая игрушка. Все. Воно вже даже виключило нам автоматично. Ось нажимаем. И даже десь вище. А, над нами получается. Все, то есть получается дальше нам придется грати детскую сказку. Да. Детская сказка. Ладно, ще по времени співаємо на босса сходити. Да, підемо на Аждаху. Так, походу, зараз пройдемо Аждаху і на цьому закінчимо. Слідуюча, четверта часть Сумеру, ми продовжимо з цього місця, коло цього парня. Ну да, і продовжимо. Так, мені придеться какомі взяти. Ой, я не взяв контроль, але я думаю, должно видержати ще. Какомі треба твоє лічення.
All is accounted for. Let's move out.
Да, ще один закінчувати якраз. Сразимося з Аждаху і на цьому де кінець. Вже 1:30 скоро вже буде. Я вже спати хочу, що капець. Та з одної сторони хорошо, що не запустилося, то ще тут пизди довго. Ну, довго. Наверно, був би розговор. Бо тут вібрацій буде багато. Особливо ось часу період. Так, хватить там це вирішати. На мене що ультяне.
Delves into destiny.
The enraged earth will not absolve you!
Unthinkable!
Я не побачив, що буде зараз.
Today you witness your
А, піо.
reckoning.
Краш чітко підмовив.
Uphill battle.
Та ніфіга собі, скільки бомбануло.
Hold the line. Decided by
Задрав.
destiny. Let me scribe. Covenant of the deep.
Прийшлося ультувати.
There is no atonement or a
Fine.
prize in your pain. You stand upon your tomb, though you know
Да, ну
it
піо не
not.
втягнув. Резіс буде до Кріо. Ой, це ж він завжди ховається.
Eon of suffering.
Let's move out.
Вставай, вставай ще. Ну, Моно, що ж таке, два рази нажимав.
My apologies. Ta! Yeah! Ha! Yeah! Ta! Yeah!
Ти фіза на ньому похуй де.
Rest and rebuild. Ta! Yeah! Yeah! Ha! Steady as stone. Someone needs assistance.
Та бо
Let me
толпа.
scribe. Whirling snow. Ha! I'll catch up.
Да мені ще треба. Щось він чую, що буйствує сильно. Щось відділити.
Let's move out.
Бо 8 тисяч.
I must leave no stone. Delves into destiny. My apologies.
Ти затрав. Він дуже багато атакує. Кріпів, Кирил, що хочеш.
Shadows of fate. Steady as stone. Whirling
Все,
snow.
просто відійдеш. Давай. Капець. Та це ж він дуже розійшовся, реально. Третій бонус. О, третій раз розтворитель дали. І що нас дали за щит? А? Не дуже. Все, зараз з тим закінчимо. Да, вже і так впритик дуже. Угу. Так, ну що, виходить, в третій часті ми тупо грали тільки один сюжет, верніше не грали, а дивились сюжет, читали сюжет. І якби більш нічого. Ну я надіюсь, ми дуже багато пройшли сюжет, надіюсь на це. О, ще залишився праздник, ще тут якийсь дорістріча буде. О, з нею там розговор якийсь має бути. Ще якийсь. Поки не думаю, який. Товарищ, прогружайся, ігра. Да, сейчас и закінчимо. То назад портируйся. Можна було б і не портируватися, наверное, на босса. Наверное, да. Все, так що на цьому закінчимо. Thank you for watching, everyone, bye bye. See you next time. Следующий стрім буде, наверное, завтра, ну, ніж сьогодні. По событию детская сказка. Ну, детская сказка буде перша часть. А сюжет про Сумеру, 4 часть, буде, я не знаю коли, наверное, з понеділка. Все, всім спокійної ночі, всім пока-пока. Зустрінемося в 4 часті Сумеру.